What is up, fam? It is your boys from the Locker Room Rant. We are here. It is playoff time, and we are ready to roll.
Do
Uh,
it.
Yeah.
we're
You
ready
know
to.
whose team's in the playoffs, Tony?
I know my team made the playoffs. John,
My team. My team did.
Hmm.
How about you, Nick? Did your team make the playoffs?
No, they didn't.
Oh,
Ooh.
a Super Bowl favorite. A Super Bowl favorite to start off the season. My.
It's
Well, the
gonna
good news is I'm a Browns fan, so I'm used to it. So it doesn't quite hit me.
Hey, Mariah, what's up, fam? Good to have you.
Anyone you're gonna be
saw your
cheering?
photos from the weekend.
Is there
Anyone you're
I'm
gonna be cheering for?
anyone I'm
Nick?
going to be cheering for? I don't know. Probably not.
49ers Chanel, what's up, fam?
And we got all royalty. We got royalty with us tonight here on the Locker Room Rant. As always, if you haven't hit subscribe yet, hit subscribe down below. Follow your boys. Hit the bell for notifications so you know when your boys are going live. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell everybody about the Locker Room Rant. Best show on YouTube. So on a serious note, the last three shows, guys, counting today, death comes in threes. First, it was John Madden. Next, it was Betty White. Today, we got to throw a tribute out there to Bob Saget. Big loss, especially if you grew up in the 90s. Just do a little tribute. Let me know if you guys heard this song before. Man, doesn't that take you back to TGIF?
Yeah,
Remember
I mean, for those who didn't grow up in that time, like that was you got off of school and you went over your buddy's house or your buddies came over your house. You went and rented some videos. You went and rented some Nintendo games, and then you watched TGIF. Then you went to sleep. You woke up. You watched Saturday morning cartoons. That was it. That was our childhood.
So where in there do you watch Full House? I'm just curious.
TGIF.
Oh, John, if you remember correctly, TGIF.
I wasn't a really big Full House guy.
Yeah, it's because you're a communist.
I'm not. I'm not.
Man, TGIF was awesome. Remember, you had Full House. You had Family Matters with Steve Urkel.
There you go. That was me.
And
Boy Meets World,
Step by Step.
Matters.
So you didn't watch Full House, but you just turned it on all of a sudden at like 8:30 to watch. Boy Meets World.
Nick, it wasn't. It's not like I was opposed to the show, but it wasn't like my favorite.
Block schedule, John.
Like just not a Roy boy. What's up, fam? Those Niners are rolling, bro. Eng, what's up, man? Good to see you, fam. Yeah, bro. Roy boy, the Niners are rolling, man. We'll get to that segment pretty soon. Yeah, Nick. I wasn't always like, yay, Full House. It wasn't my thing, man. It was.
You related to Uncle Jesse?
I'm not related to Uncle Jesse. Go away.
I wish I was related to Uncle Jesse, huh?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
For us three who have Greek heritage in us, Uncle Jesse was a big thing. John Stamos, was like our Elvis.
I got 6 uncles, and none of them are as cool as Uncle Jesse. I got
Eduardo, what's up, fam?
Eduardo's back, man. We got a packed house. I love when there's people in the chat. Let's do this. Let's put on a show. Bob Saget.
Nick,
a lot of people
start doing cartwheels.
A lot of people don't know this, but Bob Saget is one of the dirtiest comedians you would ever hear if you listen to his stand-up comedy. It's almost hard to believe that they put him on that family show.
It was actually we didn't realize it because we were such kids, but actually it was like a big controversy when they first did the show.
Well, the show was awesome. Uncle Jesse and the Rippers. What was the other Joey? Uncle Joey.
Uncle Joey. Cut it out.
You know what? I hated Uncle Joe. Uncle Joey sucked. He's a little strange, that Uncle
weak.
Joey.
He was weak.
Havoc in the house, the Locker Room Rant royalty. Havoc, his Titans in the playoffs. First round bye. All right, so it is what it is. Rest in peace, Bob Saget. And one more time. What last thing I'll say about this? Those 90s sitcoms had the best music ever.
Remember that time we were going to Kent Halloween and I was late and you were really pissed off at me.
I do remember that.
Popped in a CD full of 90s and 80s sitcom theme music.
Instantly was stop being pissed at you. I remember that. Okay, you know what?
Dan Rizzo. Dan, what's up, bro?
Dano. We got Dano in the house. Commissioner Dano. All right, we're going to touch real quick on this. Get this out of the way. Last night, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Georgia, we on the grind, Georgia, all the time. It ain't nothing on my mind, but Georgia.
There goes the show.
Hopefully, Luda's not watching to copyright our asses, but
we just got a copyright.
Georgia Bulldogs take out the Alabama Crimson Tide, and I couldn't be happier. Fuck Alabama. I hate them. I hate Nick Saban. And I'm glad for the Georgia Bulldogs getting off the side and taking down the Alabama Crimson Tide. How happy are you guys to see those guys beat
What's
Alabama?
Up, fam?
I'm incredibly happy. I can't stand Alabama. I can't stand them. They get such preferential treatment by everyone in college football that it's practically unfair. That being said, I do hate most teams in the SEC. I don't really hate Georgia all that much for some reason. They really don't bother me. That's why I was kind of happy they won. It's been 41 years. It's kind of amazing that it's been 41 years since Georgia won a national championship, to be completely honest.
Why? The program did not.
The program's always been good generally. I mean,
they were never contender.
They
were never in the top four. When? Up until late? When?
I mean, sporadically throughout the last 40 years, they've been contenders.
Okay.
Who's the big running back they had? Herschel Walker?
Yeah, Herschel Walker. I think that's when they did win a championship, actually, when they had him. I could be wrong about that. I'm not 100% sure. But that fits the timeline. 41 years from now.
I got news for you.
Everybody here
Alabama
does not like Bama. Doesn't look like anyone was a fan. Good.
No, unless you're a Bama fan, you hate Bama. Like Bama, they like I said, they lost one game, and then all of a sudden they beat Georgia, and all of a sudden they're the odds-on favorites. Like, you don't think Georgia plays them a second time, possibly beats them? Like, every team has its day.
Every day. Every dog has their day.
Yeah.
Man,
I thought Georgia was the better team. Even though they did lose to Alabama, I thought Georgia was the better team. I thought they were going to win.
So, bottom line, Georgia was the best team all year round. They were the best team. They were dominant. Their defense was dominant. They're going to have some sick NFL players coming out on that defense.
We're probably going to touch on this like at some point in time in the next couple weeks, probably after the Super Bowl. But there's a guy on Georgia who I'm absolutely enamored with.
Who?
You're enamored with.
Enamored. We'll
is it?
save it. We'll
Okay.
save it. We'll save it for that episode.
By you saying we'll save it, that means you don't know what his name is, and you would have to check it real quick.
No, I know
It's
exactly
one
what
of
his name is.
one of Nick's Tinder crushes.
I know exactly what his name is. If he was on Tinder, I would swipe right.
Ew.
Damn.
Shame on you, bro. You know, these people, you are not fair to people. You don't claim people like this, Nick.
Dan, here's the thing. Oh, Ohio State doesn't necessarily. Ohio State gets like the preferential treatment of just any good college football team. Like they get the same treatment as like Oklahoma. They get the same treatment. Yes, they're going to be in the top 4 every year. That's it. But that's the extent of their treatment. Alabama gets extra treatment. Alabama.
Who's your crush?
Jordan Davis. I love Jordan Davis. I want him on Brown.
Would Jordan Davis swipe right? Would Jordan swipe right with you, Cletus? I'm curious.
I don't know if he would or not. I don't know
That guy's sick. That guy's a monster.
He is pretty
that
dope.
Guy's,
He is pretty
that guy's
dope.
a monster.
I want that guy sandwiched between Clowney and Gary.
Shut up, Mimsy.
All right.
That's your if those are your crushes, bro, you're entitled to that.
All right. That's last. We're going to talk about this. College football, Georgia national champions. We'll play it one more time.
Georgia, we on the grind, Georgia, all the time. It ain't nothing on my mind, but Georgia, we ain't playing with you.
Okay,
That's
guys.
a 3-second roll.
Before we get into the playoffs and start talking about the different matchups, why don't we talk about how we got to the playoffs? More importantly, how John's 49ers got to the playoffs.
We'll be lucky. This channel will be lucky to see a post playoff game if we keep it up with copyrights.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
So
Let's talk about it.
The fact that John's even happy about this just is annoying.
Why? What should I be? Should I be angry?
Remember last year? I'd rather lose.
Last
lose
week.
with Trey. I'd rather lose with Trey than win with Jimmy. And now you're happy.
you
No,
did say that
no.
crazy shit.
I didn't. I said I would rather lose with Trey than lose with Jimmy.
No.
I'd rather
You said
lose
you'd
with
rather
Trey.
Lose with Trey.
Nobody
than
says
win
that.
with
We're going to
Jimmy.
dial that back. We'll dial it back. I'll share the screen. I would rather lose with Trey than lose with Jimmy.
You did say that also, but you later in the episode said
Tony asked
yes.
Tony, I would never want my team to lose because
Tony
I
asked
would
you.
rather lose. I would rather lose and be humble with Trey than lose and be disgusted and embarrassed by Jimmy.
Tony
That's all.
asked you straight up, if you would rather lose with Trey or win with Jimmy.
I'll take care of
You said
you, Mariah.
lose with Trey.
it's time to take care of Mariah. We need to get her some merch. She's been around way too long. Mariah, Izzy, Havoc. They need some merch. So we need
Now,
to
now
start
he's
doing
now
that.
he's Mariah. Now he's playoffalo. He's Jimmy
Garbage.
playoffalo.
That's what we're dealing with, Garbagelo. Disrespect.
I
that
told
this
you
man
he could be a
gets.
Brown. You're welcome to
Yeah.
have him as a Brown.
Bring him.
As a matter of a fact, the Nitty Gritty Niner crew were willing to package him up and bring him to First Energy Stadium.
All right. Cut him. Let it happen.
Nick, I figured it out. Me and John talked earlier, and we touched on this a little bit in the previous episode.
Dion, good to see you.
We don't know. We don't know what it's like to be a 49er fan, okay? I grew up 90, 91, 92, 93. My team lost 4 straight. I didn't even know what my team was back then. I knew I loved watching these guys lose 4 in a row and kept coming back. And I love a good story. Even as a kid, I liked the underdog. And I ended up it just stuck with me. Kind of like the Boston Red Sox. I loved the Red Sox my whole life. They won a championship, and now it's like, I don't even know if I like them as much anymore. So my thing is, these 49ers fans are accustomed to a different lifestyle than me being a Bills fan, you being a Browns fan. Dan's a Steelers fan, so he's accustomed to that lifestyle. They're accustomed to winning Super Bowls, not just getting to Super Bowls. That franchise is accustomed to winning Super Bowls, and we don't know what that's like. So when they say, okay, Jimmy's winning, but he's not going to win us a Super Bowl. Trey Lance gives us the best chance to win a Super Bowl. And you know what? We just got to face facts because we're thinking, what are you, crazy? Jimmy will get you there. Jimmy will get you. And the way we think is getting there is good enough. The way they think is getting there is not good enough. We want rings. We want rings on our face.
We went to 2 and we lost 2, right?
It's all fine.
So some teams don't make it. Some teams haven't seen a Super Bowl in 30, 40 years, right? But the Niners have made it in 2012, 2013, 2019. We lose. We lose both.
But it's all
We
fine
lose
and
them.
dandy.
What?
all-
What's
It's all
fine and dandy, Nick?
It's all fine and dandy. But it's all fine and dandy to expect a certain amount of excellence. I expect that even as a Browns fan. I'm not going to.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
I'm not going to sit there and say, "Hey, Baker Mayfield, that's okay. You could suck because you're on the Cleveland Browns." No, I'm not going to do that.
Nobody
okay.
here, none of these fine people in the chat are saying that it's okay to suck. Tony just told you, a prime organization that wins Super Bowls, that expects nothing less than a Super Bowl, bro, you don't get to be adequate. You have to be fucking elite.
Okay.
I will not use that word with you tenderly. You must be elite.
Here's the thing.
And if you're not elite, you better be good enough.
Here's the thing. I'm going to be completely honest. And I might have said this in the past. I don't think the 49ers are great as a team. I don't.
Well, I don't think the Browns are either. But I see the Browns sitting in front of the fucking 60-inch, watching the Niners run the ball down the Rams' throat and move on to the postseason.
The Browns have more talent on their pinky finger than the 49ers do in their whole body. Okay?
You are fucking get the fuck out of here.
Goodbye, motherfucker!
Mariah said Nick needed the penalty box.
Oh my God.
And what Mariah says, Mariah gets. So as I was saying, you guys, I mean, in your lifetime, John, you had Joe Montana. You had Steve Young. You even had guys like Jeff Garcia, who I personally loved Jeff Garcia. I mean, you had elite level quarterbacks. So in your lifetime, that's all you know with that team. Coaching and quarterbacks. That's all you know. Me and numbnuts down there, we're like, why? You could get to Jimmy took you to a Super Bowl. Why are you not appreciating that? And it's because our teams, that's a huge deal. And it's not for you guys. You guys want to win rings. And me and Nick, our minds aren't there. He had Bernie Kosar 25 years ago, 30 years ago. I had Jim Kelly 25 years ago, 30 years ago. And that was just our one elite quarterback that we had each. And I wouldn't even say Bernie's an elite quarterback. He was more than sufficient, a good quarterback. You had the GOAT before the new GOAT. You had the GOAT. And you won championships in your lifetime. So you know what? I'm
And
done
this
arguing
guy's
about
gonna
it.
sit here and say that we don't have
That was
talent.
way too
You
long.
have one player that breaks the top 5 pass rushers in football, and you act like you've got players
Jadeveon
across the
Clowney had
board.
9 sacks this year.
I don't give a fuck about Jadeveon Clowney. He's
Okay.
fucking irrelevant.
The Browns. I'm getting to a point though. Don't be pissed off because I
No. You don't get
You
to
guys
move
don't have
on.
a lot of
You
talent.
said
You
that
guys have
you
a
have
dog
more
shit
talent
second-
on a pinky
You
finger
guys have a dog
than my
shit
team
secondary.
entirely.
You guys
You
have a
are
dog
fucking high.
You guys have a dog shit secondary. We
don't have a dog shit secondary.
A linebacking
We don't have a
that
dog
has
shit
one really
secondary.
good player.
We have an
linebacking
injured
that has one really
secondary.
good- One really good player. You have a good defensive line, a really good defensive line. I will give you that. Your offensive line is not really that good, with the exception of Trent Williams. You have running
Where the
backs.
fuck
who
are you ranked in
unproven.
defense?
And you
Where are
have
the
wide
ones ranked?
receivers that are like,
Get the fuck out of here. This guy is so... Dude, you know what's crazy?
He's
He
gonna
rants
break a
without-
record. He's gonna break the record for penalty boxes tonight. I had a feeling this was coming, and how dare you? I know you hear me backstage right now. How dare you talk shit when your team's not in the fucking playoffs? You piece of shit. You don't.
Look at why he is the way he is. We'll never know, Mike. And Mariah, just keep his ass in there. I wish you guys could see it right now. Right now, fam, he's going like this right now. He's doing this in backstage right now.
Nick,
Like
I'm
this.
gonna bring you back, but you are on fucking thin ice, buddy. These go ahead. Just remember your team didn't make the fucking playoffs, okay? Just remember your team did not make the playoffs. Okay.
we
Insulting.
had one less loss than the San Francisco 49ers.
Did you make the playoffs?
No, we didn't. Because we play in a tougher conference.
Don't fucking tell
Get
me.
the fuck out of here. A tougher conference. You have an irrelevant fucking Ravens team. You play the fucking Bengals who we beat.
you tell him
you
to
have a
relax.
fucking you have a 100-year-old quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger whose chances of making the playoffs the morning of was 16%, and by 4 o'clock when the Colts lost, their opportunity of going to the playoffs was at 98%. Okay, pal? Don't tell me you are the tougher conference. You're fucking baloney, bro. Get the hell out of here.
He's telling me to calm down.
The
Tell me to
NFC
calm down?
No, I'm telling Achlatus to calm down. Dude, Nick,
I'm saying he told me to calm down. I'm getting fucking
He's
fired up. I never get fired up on this show. I love this
See,
fucking
dude,
show.
change the batteries in
I
your
love this
carbon
show.
monoxide detector. My God.
We were injured as hell this year. Okay? So
We've been injured as hell since Shanahan started. We
The
should
point-
have a fucking
guys
we
weren't
should
even
have a
having
new
injuries.
logo.
you guys weren't even
Huh?
having injuries. You guys didn't even have a lot of injuries. You have Jason Verrett, big fucking deal.
Week 1, Verrett goes down. Mostert goes down. Those are crucial pieces.
Mostert's
McGlinchey
irrelevant.
goes down.
McGlinchey sucks.
Dan hit it right on the
Suck.
head. They won a meat game against Cincinnati's backups, and all they just fucked their draft picks up.
Big deal.
Like,
Here's the point I'm trying to get to. Jimmy Garoppolo has done this with not the greatest team in the world, okay? And Jimmy Garoppolo has about a 70% win percentage as a San Francisco 49er.
So what?
So don't give me this bullshit
You value
about
stats.
about you expecting more. You shouldn't expect more than a 71% percentage from your quarterback. Okay?
Why not?
That man put you on his back and got you to the playoffs.
He also put us on our ass and drug us to 7 losses.
Don't complain about the road, complain about the destination, John. Don't argue. Don't argue with when I take you places. Or don't argue with how you got there.
Shut up, Nimsy.
Can I tell you something? Greatness
Don't argue when
is not
Don't argue when I
inconsistent.
take you to heaven. Don't argue when I take you to heaven. You're
Greatness-
afraid about the road it took to get there, John.
Dude, you're not taking me to heaven. You're gonna take me to an EKG. You're gonna take me to the ER. Let me tell you something, pal.
Shit.
Greatness is not inconsistent. Okay? Greatness is consistent. If you can't be elite, you can be great and win a Super Bowl. But to be great, you must be consistent. Jimmy G is not consistent. That's not going to win you a Super Bowl because we tried it in 2019 and it fucking failed.
He consistently gets W's. You guys lost against a really great Chiefs team.
We lost in the
There's
final
no shame
7
in
minutes
that.
of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, there's no
We
shame
lost
in
in
that.
we were
And you
winning the
lost-
whole fucking game.
and you
But
lost
then they
because
took
of
away the
freshman
run and forced Jimmy to throw, which is something in this show you should be a little more familiar with. I
They
have
didn't take
reiterated
away
this
the
to
run.
you. When you take the run away, you force Jimmy to throw,
They didn't take
and he
away the
does
run.
not succeed in that.
I watched that Super Bowl. They didn't take away the run.
Oh, no, they just put 8 in the box. What were they doing?
Yeah, they could put 9 in the box. It doesn't mean they're stopping the run. Kyle Shanahan just decided on the pass all the time.
No, Jimmy is not. Kyle doesn't want Jimmy to throw the ball. As a
Again,
matter of a fact,
He did
if
that.
you watch the game
It was
against the
like-
Rams,
just like in the Falcons.
it was the run game.
Super Bowl. He decided to be JoJo the Idiot Circus Boy with his play calling. And that's
JoJo
So
the
again-
Idiot Circus Boy is sitting at the bottom of the screen right now, pal. Okay? Jimmy does best when he doesn't have to process enough. The 2-minute drill, fast pace, get the ball out, get the ball to a receiver, and extend the drive. That's exactly what he did, and he does it well. I won't take that away from him. But the reason why he's successful in the 2-minute drive is because he doesn't have to process a lot. It's just a fast-paced offense.
Then
You
why
just
not
snap
do
it
that all-
and go.
If that's the case, and why not just do that all the time?
He's a fucking one-read quarterback, dude.
So?
What do you mean, so?
So?
If the one read isn't there, you have him sitting there like this. And then he gets sacked, right? So you know what an elite quarterback does? He gets the snap, he looks, 1 read, 2 read, 3, makes it through the progressions, finds the open man. If there isn't one, he uses the check down. Jimmy, 1 read. Debo, oh, you covered by 3. Fuck it. And he throws it into 3 fucking defenders, and maybe you catch it. Oh, George, you want to catch this? Let me put it up into the hospital. Woo! Jump, George.
You know what
Jump.
an elite quarterback does? Now? You know what an elite
Break
quarterback
his
does?
fucking leg.
He plays 4 12-minute quarters, and at the end, he wins. That's what an elite quarterback does.
so I'll say this again.
He's not elite. He's not fucking elite.
This is
He's decent.
if you guys listen, if you guys listening, our listeners are truly listening to this, it's the mindset of a loser, a losing team fan in Nick and the Cleveland Browns. That's the mentality he's talking with when he talks to a winning organization loving John with the 49ers. I mean, there's a two you could. I hope people could see the difference. He got you to. He got you to. That's what us losers are happy with, is getting to, and
The Bills are
proving
killing
my
it
point.
with an elite quarterback. Josh Allen is proving to be elite. He's going to be an elite talent. Baker Mayfield is a pussy. He sucks. But then we got Jimmy. Hey, triple coverage. Yeah.
That fucking pass.
Or he
That
holds on
pass.
to it.
Not his first interception. His first interception, his arm got hit. The duck that went up in the air and they picked off. But down in the red zone, I think they were in the red zone. That second pick, did he get hit at all on that? I know after the throw, someone tapped his helmet and he was pissed off that they didn't call something on that. But did his arm get hit at all on that second interception, or was that just a terrible fucking throw?
I don't remember he having two. Did he have 2 interceptions versus the Rams?
Yes.
Yeah, the one was the one in the first half that was just like up in the air.
Yeah, that was in the goal. That was in the red zone, right? That was
No.
We were on a scoring drive.
No.
Jimmy throws a pick in the red zone, and it gets picked.
This one wasn't a red zone. The
I
first
remember
one,
Jimmy going like this. I remember he was bitching to the ref about a helmet, fucking,
yeah, the first one, his arm got hit, and it was just like a duck up in the air, easy pick. The second one, they were in the red zone, and I don't know if he got hit or not during the throw, but it was a terrible fucking throw.
Well, I mean, there are terrible throws from Jimmy 9 times out of 10. Well, all right, 7 times out of 10, there are bad throws, right?
Yeah,
there are bad throws.
What I will say now is Jimmy's not the answer for you guys. But this year, playoffs, that game against the Rams, if you flip-flop those two quarterbacks for that specific game, let's just talk about that game, and say the kid was down 17-0, I don't think a kid has, with as many reps as he has the mental capacity to come back and orchestrate a 17-point deficit and win the game. I don't think that kid has the whereabouts to bring a team back to win that game. So in this situation, I think it was good that you guys had Jimmy in for this game, this specific game. And obviously, they'll probably stick with Jimmy in the playoffs. I don't see.
I'm afraid they're going to stick with Jimmy next season. There's a small part of me that's terrified that every fucking time Trey's not ready. Well, fuck Shanny. If he isn't ready now, so he's going to be ready when? What, are you going to just fucking load him? You're going to load your playbook into his fucking head in the offseason, and next year you're going to tell everybody that Trey's ready? Like, I'm freaking out because part of me kind of believes that they might bring back Jimmy G depending on how well this team succeeds in the playoffs. And I'm going to tell you something. It isn't going to go well with me and anybody in that fucking chat right now. They're not going to deal with that shit. There aren't a lot of people that are going to tolerate it. Trey should have gotten reps, even if they were small inserts into drives. Like when we played Green Bay, Jimmy drove the fucking team down the field. Trey finished it off in the end zone. And then Shanahan wants to run around fucking telling people, I don't really know what I got myself into. I think I kind of thought that it was a little more than I thought it was going to be, kind of scheming 2 quarterbacks. You take a rhythm away from the offense. You're taking rhythm away from the quarterback. Then the offensive line doesn't get into rhythm. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Fucking Trey Lance can do what Jimmy does. You want Jimmy to throw fucking slants? Trey can throw slants. You want Jimmy to throw dink and dunk passes? Trey can do dink and dunk passes. Let's not mistake the fact that, yes, the kid's raw and he doesn't know the system as well as Jimmy, but as much time, Jimmy is an 8-year fucking veteran. 4 years on this team, 2 fucking years on the field. That's shit. That is not success.
Which gives him the
Don't you fucking say shit, Nick, because you're fucking wrong.
Experience that it takes to be a winner, which he is 70% of the time.
70% of the time, because Shanahan schemes that man's fucking job easier. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Maybe if Stefanski knew what the fuck he was doing, you might have a few more wins. You might be sitting here on the bus to the playoffs. Instead, you're sitting on the fucking couch with your cute little pennant. So fuck off. Okay.
I'll tell you what. If they don't go with Trey next year, we might have to end this fucking show. I can't go another year. I can't go another year juggling these emotions from John back and forth every fucking week. Are you kidding me?
Look, dude, I get it. I understand where you and Nick come from, and everybody in that chat gets it too, bro. You don't see the struggles. You only see the wins. Nick isn't over here talking shit when we lose. Nick's not defending Jimmy when we lose. Yeah. Take your pinkies and stick them in your eyes. I don't know what to tell you. No, you can't. Half the time, you don't even know what the hell went on all week long. Mm-hmm. But you know when Jimmy won. But you're not sitting there defending Jimmy when we lose.
Listen,
If there's
Jimmy
even
has
if Jimmy's even on that fucking team next year, we're ending the show. I can't. My heart, my chest. I'm in terrible shape, guys. I don't think you get this. My heart cannot
Look.
take another one of these fucking seasons. He needs to be off the team, not
You
even
know why?
in the picture.
You know why you don't remember when I criticized
Hang on,
Jimmy when
Nick,
he loses?
read what the
Because Jimmy
read
doesn't
what
lose
Niner
all that
Gang said.
much.
Read what Niner Gang said. Jimmy gifted the Titans a first seed. He did because he sucked.
Great.
You know why he sucked? Because he's inconsistent. That's
There were
why.
also some other things that went on in that game. Like they were missing a couple players. Like it wasn't all Jimmy G's fault.
Why?
Jimmy
G's
G-
failures to protect the football are why we lost.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know why you always say. I don't know why you always say like we like. I watch the 49ers because of you.
Nick does not understand, Tony. He doesn't watch the Niners.
Yes, I
Nick
do.
just wants to watch highlights to see what the hell happened, and he makes an assessment from a highlight. He doesn't watch the game.
I was driving home on the phone with Tony, looking at my phone, seeing what was going on. Then I watched the game.
Yeah, but you
Versus
can't.
Titans.
You can't look at your phone and know how bad of a pass.
Then
a
I watched.
pass was.
Then I watched the game.
You see Shanahan on the sideline like this. Just
Shanahan. Maybe we should give
Pissed.
Shanahan a little power to
Pissed.
do something about it.
what do you want him to do?
I don't know. You guys want Trey Lance? He has the ability to put that guy in.
Why? He doesn't believe that Trey's ready. He doesn't believe that Trey's ready.
Do you believe it?
No, I don't. I believe that Trey can do what you expect your inconsistent, deficient quarterback to do.
You know what? Actually, Nick, you're on to something here. This is something we don't normally talk about on this show. It's not Jimmy's fucking choice, to be honest. It's not Jimmy's fault. He's going into this game and sucking balls. It's not his fault. He's going into this game and throwing hospital balls. That's his talent. That's all he has is his talent. That's all he has. That's how he plays the game. You say it, he's inconsistent as fuck. So guess what? Why doesn't your fucking head coach make a change and put someone in there that's consistent?
Welcome to the fucking Niners. Welcome to the mindset of the
It's-
49ers.
I don't hear that.
We've wondered that.
I don't hear that shit amongst yuns. I don't hear fuck Kyle.
Yeah.
All I keep hearing is Jimmy sucks. Fuck Jimmy. Fuck Jimmy. It's not Jimmy's fault. He's just playing as good as he can. The guy's not that good.
It's the genius of Kyle Shanahan. That's the true genius of Kyle Shanahan. The true genius of Kyle Shanahan is not calling plays that win games. The true genius of Kyle Shanahan is he has enabled a way for him to get credit for wins and to not get credit for losses.
Yep.
Why? Fans were calling for
Because if you lose,
Kyle's
if they
job
lose, it's
the
Jimmy's
first 4
fault.
weeks
If
of
they
football.
win, it's Kyle's.
We lost
It's Kyle's-
we were
it's Kyle's
losing.
reason.
We started off with a losing season. Nobody could understand what was happening.
Yeah. And who did you guys blame? Jimmy Garoppolo.
Dan, you like the
Jimmy Garoppolo.
yuns?
And we held Kyle accountable. We did. Everyone.
I don't think everyone did.
Yeah.
I never hear. There was actually a little bit of rumbling when you guys really wanted to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo. You guys were blaming Shanahan for sticking with Garoppolo.
We hadn't won at home yet.
But once you
At
guys
the time,
started
we hadn't
winning,
won.
but once
It
you
was
guys
a
started
year
getting
before
back,
we won a game at home.
once you guys started getting back into playoff contention, that's when the Shanahan stuff started to fizzle out, and it just went back to every time we win, it's Shanahan's the reason. Every time
John,
we lose,
John,
No.
John, let me ask you something.
We gave Jimmy credit when credit was due.
I don't
But
think
we're not
he
going to
did.
sit there and fucking give him his flowers and fucking rub his feet.
The most
It's bad
credit
enough.
the most credit you give Jimmy Garoppolo is that he runs a 2-minute drill good, and that he played good on his.
That's what led to a fucking win. That's
he
how
played
we
good
won.
when he was in Indiana.
We won because of a 2-minute drill. What
Time
the
out.
fuck do you want, Nick?
How about this?
He drove us down the field. What do you want me to do? You want me to blow him? I mean, the dude run us down. He drove us down the field.
He also drove you down the field, and you kicked a field goal to win.
We went into overtime, bro.
Yeah. He also drove you down the field, put you in a position to score, which inevitably was the winning point.
Oh, it wasn't Elijah Mitchell. It wasn't Deebo Samuel. It wasn't any of that, right? It was just Jimmy, right?
Did Elijah Mitchell even have a carry on that final drive?
Yeah, he was carrying us. He was breaking tackles.
I don't think he had
run the ball for 8-9 yards.
I don't think he had any real chunk of yardage. I mean, he might have carried the ball. He might have carried the ball a couple times, but I don't think he had like 20 yards that drive.
Part of me wishes you just looked at the stats before you came in here talking all this bullshit.
All right, so let me ask you this, John. Okay, I'm going to take us back to our high school days. There's something for all of our listeners. There's something for we're all three Greek kids. Okay, all three of us. There's something called Greek basketball. It's called Goya. John, do you remember Goya?
Yeah.
All right. You're the Goya coach. If you remember, who was better at basketball? Nick, I'm not saying you're better. You're better than me at a lot of things in life. But John, do you remember who was better at basketball between me and Nick?
Yes.
Who?
You.
Now say you continue to play Nick over me. Okay? Is that Nick's fault? Is that Nick's fault? Or is it your fault?
I gave Nick $127 million. I expect Nick to produce.
Goddamn right, worth every second, worth every penny.
So you're gonna choose Nick over me, even though I'm better. Is that Nick's fault?
Tony,
is it Nick's fault that you gave him $127 million? Is that Nick's fault?
No. But at the
so
time,
why are you blaming Nick?
The Niners gave Jimmy G over $100 million because of 5-game sample size. He won 5 games to the end of the 2017 season. They were like, "That's our guy," and then they just threw a fucking checkbook at him.
Was he supposed to say, "Hey guys, hold up! I'm not worth that much. Here, take some of this back"? Was he supposed to say that?
We really didn't know.
So why do you
what we
keep
were getting,
blaming
because
him?
Then the 2018 season, Jimmy opens the season with a blown ACL. So now we don't have Jimmy for 2018. So then the 2019 season comes, right? Then Jimmy and the Niners, a phenomenal defense and an amazing run game, carry us through the season to the playoffs. Jimmy contributing, give him his credit when it was due. But then we get to the we got to the NFC Championship game, and Kyle took the ball out of Kyle's hand, out of Jimmy's hands, and I mean, dude, at the end of the day, look, you guys aren't going to understand this, man, and I tell you that because if you were Niner fans, you would see it.
I don't understand. Why is it Jimmy's fault though? I don't get it. Why is everyone so mad at Jimmy?
Because he misses fucking passes, Tony.
Then he shouldn't be in the game.
Receivers.
He shouldn't be in the game then.
I mean, I'm not arguing you. I'm not telling you Jimmy should be in the game. I'm telling you Trey should be in the game.
Hospital balls? Guess what?
But Trey isn't going to go. Shanahan doesn't believe that Trey's ready.
Then they shouldn't have fucking drafted him. They shouldn't have drafted him.
Look
at
tells me
everyone played. All these rookies played this year. Now next year they got 2 years under their belt, and this kid has 2 games.
Yeah, but those rookies were playing behind guys that weren't making $27 million a year. Garoppolo had money owed to him.
They were
We're
drafted.
still in the books for this guy.
Exactly. That's why it was a dumb decision.
Why? So we talked about this many times, and I asked you, was moving up to 3 the game plan all along, or did they drop the ball trying to get a guy like Stafford? Right?
And they went in panic mode?
What? Maybe. I mean, they've been flirting with quarterbacks after the 2019 season anyway. They weren't
Listen.
satisfied with Jimmy Garoppolo after that Super Bowl loss.
All I know is I'm tired of hearing Jimmy this, Jimmy that. Guess what? John, if you know he sucks, and everybody in this chat knows he sucks, and every fan of the 49ers knows he sucks, why the fuck is he in there? Blame your fucking coach. It's not Jimmy's fault. It's not Jimmy's fault. It's not Jimmy's fault. That's all I'm trying to say. It's not his fault that he's in there. It's not his fault. It's not his fault he sucks. It's not his fault he was paid $127 million. That's not his fault. He's just going in there, playing how he can play. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Kyle thinks that Jimmy is better right now. And that's it. That's what it's come down to.
Do you and the rest of the 49er people?
Let me ask you something.
The 49er fans are not delusional. I mean, there are Jimmy fanatics that are out there that believe that Jimmy is the key, and that's it. But then there are other fans that are like, look, you know what? Let's let the kids get his second year out of football, just sit there and absorb whatever the fuck an inconsistent, shitty Jimmy brings, and you learn from that. Learn from a shitty, inconsistent Jimmy.
Let me ask you.
Look at Michael's comment here. It is his fault he sucks and doesn't get better. Guy's been in the league for 8 fucking years. I got news for you. He ain't gonna get any fucking better.
Right.
He is.
Wonder, was he always supposed to be a backup? Was Jimmy always a backup? Did San Francisco throw the fucking checkbook at Jimmy and say thank you for the 5 games? We appreciate it. We love you. You're the face of the franchise now.
Jimmy Garoppolo is not a backup. He's
120, whatever the $100 million is. What, Nick?
He's 70% as a starter. Listen, you can argue with how good you think Jimmy Garoppolo is, but you can't say he's not a starting quarterback in the NFL. He's won 70% of his games.
You know what, though? I put Jimmy in the class. Say they win a Super Bowl this year. Just say that he wins them a Super Bowl this year. He's in that class of like Trent Dilfer when they won with the Ravens, Brad Johnson when they won with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He would be in that class of quarterback. Yes. Like they won, but he didn't win it. The team won the Super Bowl. He wouldn't be a Super Bowl winning. Even Flacco isn't a championship. He won a championship, but that team won the fucking championship. That's what Jimmy. That's what Jimmy would. The class that he would be in. The Trent Dilfers. But the thing is, Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, Flacco. When he won, they weren't getting paid shit. They were getting paid peanuts. Which allowed them to spend money on all these other positions. Those guys were making nothing, and that's where the difference is. Jimmy is in that class, but he's making a shitload of money that's preventing them from going out and getting better at different areas, specifically cornerback, because you're secondary, man. Shit. That's hard to watch. It's a good thing you have the amazing defensive line.
Tart's good. K'Wan Williams is good. We hinged our corner hopes on Jason Verrett, who blew his knee out versus the fucking Lions. First game of the season. All right. We've been banged up at corner, right? We got Josh Norman in there fucking getting more PIs than, positivities. But, what gives, dude? Ambry Thomas showed out. He had a great game.
Let me ask you a question, John.
They gave up a few, but, for the most part, the Niners came back to beat the Rams.
Let me ask you a question, John. I'm gonna give you a couple quarterbacks. I want you to tell me if Jimmy Garoppolo is better or worse than them, okay? Do you think Jimmy Garoppolo is as good as Drew Lock, or better or worse?
Better.
Do you think Jimmy Garoppolo is better or worse than Tyrod Taylor?
I think Tyrod and Jimmy are about the same.
Do you think Jimmy Garoppolo is better than Andy Dalton?
I think Dalton.
Are we going to go for
Jimmy,
every
you're about
fucking
the same.
quarterback? Are we going to go for every fucking
No,
quarterback in the
but
league?
you know where Nick is wrong,
This is the last
Tony.
one.
You know what?
This
Do you
is
know
the
what
last
Nick?
one.
Do you know what Nick
Do you
fails
think-
to realize in
Do
all
you
these
think Jimmy
examples?
Garoppolo? Do you think Jimmy Garoppolo is better or worse than Andy Dalton?
I think they're about the same.
Okay. Well, the Chicago Bears thought highly of Justin Fields. I was actually getting Andy Dalton. I didn't give a shit about the other two quarterbacks. The Chicago Bears thought that it was better to play Justin Fields because he was the better quarterback than Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton got hurt.
Yet
Dalton got hurt.
So Jimmy
Dalton
Garoppolo
got
was
hurt.
at the time.
Dalton got. Well, you just said they felt that it was better.
They
Dalton got hurt.
They thought Justin Fields was a better quarterback than Andy Dalton.
Justin Fields filled in for the guy that was fucking hurt.
Yeah, and they.
Do you understand fucking English? Am I speaking Korean?
They
God
rolled with him
damn.
as the starter till Fields got hurt. Okay, they made
And
Justin.
you know what they did? Do you know what happened afterwards? They sat Fields and they went back to Dalton.
Okay, but they still went. They still thought more highly of Fields than the San Francisco 49ers thought of an equally as good quarterback as Andy Dalton and Jimmy Garoppolo. So obviously, you think by comparison that Justin Fields is better than Trey Lance.
I hate that John has. I hate
I
that
gotta
John
tell
has
you
sound
something.
effects now.
Inconceivable.
I got to tell you something. I got to tell you something right now, bro. Okay? You keep making a joke about the scheme and the coach. It matters. It matters. Because everybody you listed, butt crack coaching. Okay?
So you're saying.
So I'm saying
Kyle
Tyrod Taylor. I'm saying Tyrod Taylor might have been just as good as Jimmy in this system. I'm saying that Locke may have been as good as Jimmy in this system. I'm saying that Andy Dalton might have been as good as Jimmy in the system. All of it goes back to the scheme and the way and the system. And you don't understand that because you haven't had either work for you, and that's not my fault, nor is it yours.
I'm just telling you that. So you think more highly of Kyle Shanahan. Well, Kyle Shanahan seems to think Jimmy Garoppolo is the better player.
Yeah, because he's got a winning record with Jimmy.
Yeah. Okay. That's my point.
What I mean, what do you want him to do? Do you want him to tie his fate to a guy whom there's very little on? He has a rookie that he has no choice but to tie his fate to. And some out there say that the moment that Jimmy or the moment that Kyle starts Trey Lance is when the clock is ticking on Shanahan's future as a 49ers coach.
I agree.
All right. So for now, Shanahan's system works with Jimmy. He is the thing is that there's always someone open in Shanahan's system, and somehow Jimmy manages to throw the ball to somebody in fucking double or triple coverage.
Don't bitch about Jimmy when Shanahan starts him. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, when what?
Don't bitch about Jimmy when Shanahan starts him, because he has the option to start Trey Lance. Chicago Bears had the option of
Nick,
starting.
I don't throw things. I don't break things in my house when Shanahan announces the starter. I'm pretty much sure I know who's going to start. The problem is I don't know if I'm going to get good Jimmy or bad Jimmy.
I
don't know what version because he's inconsistent. So when you watch my Twitter feed, I'm like, oh, fuck, Jimmy, fuck. Why the fuck would you do that, Jimmy? Jesus Christ, what are you, blind? There's a linebacker in football. Why would you throw it to there, Jimmy? Why would you do that? Then I'm like, oh, Jimmy, great job. Nice pass, Jimmy. Yeah. And then I'm like, fuck. Why would you do that? You don't get it, dude. I mean, somebody who's not in the playoffs. You have an opinion. You have all the knowledge of my team and why we should do what we should do, but you have no fucking insight about your own team. You wouldn't know what was wrong with your team if it fucking smacked you in the face.
I have a ton of insight. I have a ton of insight about my team.
Don't bitch about Baker when Stefanski starts him, Nick.
And I can bitch about Stefanski because I'm the one who said Stefanski's got to be on the hot seat this year. And if his team doesn't do better next year, fire his ass.
Tony, Nick, you guys are terrible. Jesus. I like the honesty.
He's not crazy about Baker, Mariah. With all due respect, I will defend Nick here. He's not crazy about Baker. I've been telling him since Baker was a Browns quarterback that I was never really sold on the guy. I really didn't believe that Baker was going to get the Browns to a Super Bowl. I still don't believe he will because I think that he's just an average quarterback with a good arm who throws a super spiral, a nice spiral, but I don't believe that Baker's going to get this team. I believe Case Keenum probably should have been started when these injuries of the bullshit with Baker's shoulder and all the nonsense. I believe that Case Keenum might have possibly won them the games that Baker lost them. But Baker and Jimmy have some similarities. They both hold the ball too fucking long, and they both take sacks instead of throwing it away.
But you know what the Browns didn't do this year? They didn't trade 3 first-round picks to go up and get a shiny new toy at number 3 and have a bunch of controversy and have all the fans saying that this young kid is way better than what they have now. The Browns aren't in that situation.
No. The fans
Baker was the guy, and he's always been the guy this year.
The fans are saying that the dink and dunk passes that you are doing with Jimmy Garoppolo, the rookie should be able to make. And I would be willing to say that fucking jerk off in New York could do it. I'm saying Justin Fields could probably do what Jimmy does right now, and so could what's his name, Macadoodle do over there in New England, right? I'm pretty sure that those guys could pretty much do what Jimmy does. However, I will give Jimmy credit where it's due. He does execute the 2-minute drill very, very effectively.
You don't
because it got us to the postseason.
You don't give enough credit.
I just can't give Jimmy credit in anything before that because he's throwing picks, he's fumbling, he's seeing ghosts, he's standing like a statue, he takes sacks, he doesn't play the game, he has no athleticism, he can't run, so he can't do that. Trey could at least tuck it and run if it's not there, right? I mean, Trey can do things that Jimmy can't, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think you're failing to realize like that it does take skill to do ding and dunk. Like you have to be aware, you have to be able to read quickly and make sure that the guy
he can't fucking read.
John,
he can't read quickly.
John, that's how he's successful.
One read. One fucking read.
That's
it doesn't matter. Dude, one fucking read quarterback is not going to get you a Super Bowl. You need to be able to move the ball around and spread the fucking ball around. You can't just be like, oh, Debo, there's Debo. Hey, poof, throw a fucking missile to a guy covered, or maybe he's not. Maybe he's fucking covered by 3 fucking defenders, or maybe he'll throw it to Kittle, whom is got. You get it? Do you get it? That's not how you fucking make a Super Bowl, bro. You don't win games by putting your players in the hospital. It doesn't work, bro. You need to read through your progressions. You need to find the open man. If it's not there, hit the fucking check down. What's Jimmy do? Oh, Debo! Nope. Juice! Kittle! Where are you? Fuck! Pick! Do you get it, dude?
John, someone's going to call the cops.
He doesn't make smart decisions. God damn it.
John, you don't know this, but the police are actually on their way over.
It's calling about a domestic disturbance 4141.
We got a domestic violence in progress.
Rodriguez, yeah, are you going to go to Allenwood?
Tony, explain to me something. Explain to me
You got a
something.
lot of noise coming from Alwood over there.
When
I think it's that fucking John again. I think it's that fucking crazy ass John again. He's talking about Jimmy Garoppolo again. Over.
Nick has no room to talk because Baker Mayfield basically does the same shit Jimmy does. I mean, practically the same.
But
He makes the same mistakes and he makes the same throws that are for positive yards.
Jimmy wins and Baker doesn't. Listen, I've been fair to Baker Mayfield. I didn't like him when he first got drafted. I actually wanted Josh Allen, which proves once again that I'm smarter than most head coaches and GMs in the National Football League.
Whoa, there it is.
Goodbye, motherfucker!
Dude, I don't understand. Why are we friends with this man? I don't understand. Jesus Christ. It's going to give me a fucking heart attack.
Yeah,
you know what, though?
Your skin color is actually starting to change tonight. Like, you're getting more pale. I feel like the blood's not flowing as it's supposed to. So we're going to switch topics for a minute, and we're going to get to all the playoff games from this wild card weekend. And we're going to get to the games. We're going to put the Niners aside because I physically see you changing right now, and it's it's not a good thing. So
if Jimmy G looked like Daniel Jones, he'd still be as good. Dude, you can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make it up. You can't.
Jimmy Garoppolo is one of the best looking guys I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God, dude! You're not going to get an argument from anyone.
That's a damn good looking dude.
There is no doubt about it. He's handsome. That is a fucking good looking dude. But
he just can't fucking throw. He just can't throw.
I believe. You know what, dude? Somewhere in this league, Jimmy makes a great quarterback. He just doesn't fit this scheme. This doesn't fit this system. I believe maybe as a Brown, no shit. Maybe he would be better as a Cleveland Brown.
I would love it. I would love to get Jimmy Garoppolo on the cheap.
So game number 1 on Saturday. Let's talk about the Raiders getting 5.5 against the Bengals. Let's see.
Bengals.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Who do you guys like? Raiders versus Bengals. Bengals minus 5.5. Nick, who you like?
I just don't think the Raiders play really tough and they got a lot of heart. I just think the Bengals are a better team. I think Bengals at home, better team. I think they win.
Bengals better team. They win. Do they cover?
I think they cover.
Johnny?
He obviously wasn't watching the game versus the Chargers. So the Bengals and the Raiders to me are pretty much even. I feel like they're pretty much even across the board. I will take the Bengals to win this one, but I will not take them to cover.
Yeah, I could see it being a little bit closer than 5.5. I see the Bengals definitely winning, though. Raiders have been a good story, a good saga this year. Actually, it's been a crazy story this year. I shouldn't have said a good story. It's been a fucking crazy story.
I mean, there's good aspects to it.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad to it too, though.
There's a lot of bad to it.
I'm going to go with the Bengals because I think the Raiders are fucked up. Give me the Bengals to win, Raiders to cover. Patriots.
Derek Carr is a good quarterback. Like he's a damn good quarterback. I really don't think that the Raiders are. I think they moved past all the hiccups that they sustained. I just don't know that they can beat the Bengals at home. The Bengals at home are fucking good, dude. They beat the Chiefs.
All right. My game, Patriots versus Bills. Bills -4. Who you like, John?
Man, Tony, this is one of those games, man. Like, again, if Buffalo weather if it's windy as hell, which like apart, I want to say that the Bills win, and not because you're a fan. I do believe that the Bills right now can win at home. The last game, what they say that Macaroni threw the ball twice, right?
Yeah.
He threw the ball twice. It was because of a windy. What was it? Like 50 miles per hour winds over there in Buffalo?
It was something crazy.
I think that the Bills can beat the Patriots with fair weather conditions. I will take the Bills, but I will not take them to cover. Mariah says Bills if they can get some running back help. Which
rushing game's actually been good lately.
Well, relax, Nick.
The last time
stable of running backs.
The last time Bill Belichick lost to the same team twice in a single season. Can you guys guess? It's happened before. A Bill Belichick team, the last time they lost twice to the same team.
I'm going to say 2000.
It's actually 2000.
I'm not going to try to guess the fucking year. I'm going to guess the team. I'm going to guess the Dolphins.
The Jets were the last time he lost twice to the same team.
Curtis
So
Martin.
I'll tell you what, man, it's hard enough to beat those guys once. But Bill Belichick, you're going to beat Bill Belichick twice in the same year. I don't know, man. We got an uphill battle, and I'm scared.
You're telling me that you believe that you're going to get a first round exit at home versus Belichick?
I'll tell you what, man. It's the Patriots. It's the Patriots. I'm not saying I'm not going to pick them to lose. I'm just saying it's the fucking Patriots, dude.
I agree. I think this is a game where Josh Allen carries his team on his back. I believe you see this fucker tuck it and run, make some phenomenal throws. That Pats defense, that secondary is tough. I will give you that. But I do believe that this kid is athletic. I think he makes plays with his legs. I'm going to take the Bills, but I don't take them to cover.
Yeah, normally if you have the Buccaneers or the Cowboys, the 49ers, the Cardinals, the Rams, if you have teams, the Raiders, if you have teams like that and they come into Buffalo, you want a snow shit storm because you know that team is not used to that type of weather. You get the fucking Patriots coming to town? They're like, let's go, bitch.
They're kind of built for
equal.
We got this same shit. Yeah, so
I'll tell you right now, man, Tony, if anybody doesn't know, our co-host here, Tony, is a diehard Bills fan. So, and it's not because he's a Bills fan that I'm taking the team. I just believe that like the Bills right now are really hungry. And I also need a Bills 49ers Super Bowl at SoFi.
Ooh. I'll tell you what, we'd almost have to go.
Oh, we
would almost have to go.
We would probably sell Nick, get whatever we could for him. I mean, he's smarter than most NFL coaches. There's got to be value for that.
All right, so I'm obviously taking Bills. I think Bills Mafia is going to be out of control. That place is going to be, man, it's one thing to have a playoff game at home, but playoff game and the Pats are coming to town. That place is going to be ridiculous. I say the Bills pull it off, and I'll take them to cover as well. All right.
Mariah, she loves Josh Allen, man.
I didn't even get a chance there. I got some.
My favorite was when a Bills fan threw a dick on the field. Threw a dick on the field?
Is that what that said?
Really?
Probably didn't actually throw a dick on the field.
They didn't throw an eggplant on the fucking
field. They'd be investigating. They'd
Did
be
they really throw an
investigating-
eggplant on the field?
They'd be investigating somebody for like assault.
Maybe it was a dildo. I don't
Probably.
know. Somebody threw. They didn't throw an eggplant.
Maybe they
I
threw an
think-
eggplant.
I think this is a hard game to pick because it's
It
sometimes
was a rubber one. See, it was a rubber one. Jesus,
And-
Niner gang, thank you. This is great. Jesus,
At some
this
points in
channel
the
is not for
season,
children.
the Patriots played like dominant. And then at some points in the season, and it wasn't like a consistent thing. At some points in the season, they played like there were mass holes on their team. I am going to go with. I was about to say the Patriots. I'm actually going to go with the Bills on this. The last time they played them, the Bills were able to win. They were able to win fairly convincingly. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the Bills covering.
It took you 15 fucking minutes to go with the Bills.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. All right. Next up, we got the EAGLES Eagles versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nick, here's your Buccaneers.
I'm going to go with the Buccaneers to win, but I'm going to go with the Buccaneers not to cover. You bucking bitch.
Oh, Jesus
You
Christ.
snuck it in there.
Oh.
You I know Dan likes that. I know Dan's liking that right now because Dan knows the joke. He was in the ocean. We were in the ocean when I told that joke for the first time. All right.
I think with the Buccaneers losing a couple people, I think maybe they're not as explosive as they.
Couple
Yeah.
people. They lost
they're hurt,
Fournette, Godwin, Brown. They lost 3 of their core pieces of that offense, and the defense just isn't dominant enough this year.
Unfortunately for them, I think the Eagles aren't that good. I'm not a big believer in the Eagles head coach.
See,
Yeah.
I disagree. I think Sirianni's in for. I think he's going to give this team a rude awakening. I go with the Eagles.
No.
Okay.
Tell you what, I think there's going to be 3 upsets this week. 3 favorites to win, 3 upsets. So far, I got the Bengals favorite, Bills favorite. I'm taking the freaking Eagles to upset the Buccaneers this week. Because I got news for you. Eagles pass defense, not too bad. They can't stop the run, but Eagles pass defense, not too. Oh shit! Fournette's coming back.
I'm not
Forget
changing
everything.
my pick.
Forget everything I just said.
Is that?
I didn't know Fournette was coming back.
No, I was saying what John said.
I'm not changing
said
my pick.
Sticking
I
with
believe
it.
in Sirianni. I believe in Sirianni, and I know you don't like him. I do.
Sirianni's a horrible
And-
coach.
Really, he's a horrible coach.
Yep.
He's in the postseason.
Yeah, because they play in the shitty NFC.
Maybe just win the games you should win, right?
Here's
I
your
mean, I hate to be
Buccaneers.
the guy to break it. It's win the games you should win. If you're in a shitty division, whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that? It's no one's fault.
I feel like the
Right.
Buccaneers. I feel like the Buccaneers are in a shitty division.
I mean, they lost to Philly
not
before,
a shit-
right?
Not a shitty division, a shitty conference. It's very top heavy.
Right. Maybe, but you know what? They lost. Tom Brady has lost to the Philadelphia Eagles before. And if I'm not mistaken, that was a Super Bowl with Nick Foles, right? And Penderson,
That's a
which
completely
I
different-
never could believe that they fired that guy anyway, but that's besides the point. I think there was something political involved.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. I used to fucking hate that song when I was in the Air Force and I was stationed in Dover, Delaware. Eagles fans everywhere. I'd go to a place called Touchdowns. Did I ever tell you the story about that
Oh, yeah, you told me the story.
with the blister that guy had?
Yeah, we might as well not get into that.
I can't get into that.
I don't think we should probably tell. I don't think we should tell that story, especially in its complete version.
I don't want to really
Let's not talk about the blister.
self-incriminate myself. Yeah, we'll leave that story after the show there. Okay, so I'm sticking with the Eagles. Fuck it. I think Hurts. I'm cheering for Hurts, man. Hurts, Devontae Smith. The defense can stop the pass. I'm flying with the Eagles. Let's go on to the next game. Everyone's been waiting for. Bada boom, bada bang. The 49ers versus them Cowboys. Who you like, Nick? We'll start with you.
You know what? I'm actually going to take the Niners to win.
Woo! Jesus Christ!
take the
I
Niners
thought
to
for
win.
sure you were coming for me, bro.
No, I think the Niners will beat the Cowboys.
Why do you think, though? Just briefly tell me what you think, because this is the number one pass offense in football right now.
I think I know. I think I know why. I think I know why he thinks they're going to win. This show's so sick. this show's got the show's got the COVID, baby. That's how sick we are.
Jesus Christ!
Let's see the last couple games.
Dan, tell them why, Dan. Dan, tell them why, my friend. Dan touches base with me every Sunday. He sends me some heartfelt messages, bro. He congratulates me, or he just weathers the storm. Just this dude loves Debo maybe as much as I do. Okay, and he's
Big
a Steelers
Debo fan.
I think
Dan is a huge Steelers fan, and the way our teams won Sunday, I appreciate you, Dan. Thanks for reaching out to me, brother, because we got to enjoy some overtime and a hell of a good time, right?
It's hard to bet against Jimmy. I don't necessarily think the Cowboys are entirely complete. They do have an explosive passing offense, but
hold on, Nick. Let me shout out my man Taryn. Taryn, this is the guy that told us if we ever come to Vegas, we got a place to stay.
All right.
This is a good dude right here. Taryn is a good dude. He's also Mariah's co-host on the Faithfully podcast.
All right.
Well, I got news for Taryn. We got the NFL draft coming up here in Vegas, and I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Mr. Taryn for the NFL draft, even though the 49ers don't have a pick for the next 10 years.
Mariah also lives in the Vegas area, so that is a 2-for-1, guys. We get to meet up, and I get to meet up with my friends and get some photos taken and some drinks.
Telling you, man, the Aria, I got you guys. We are staying at the Aria. It is on me. Trust me, it's on me.
They want Tony back.
Yeah, they're doing everything, man. They sent me 4 free nights in a suite, $750 in free play on slots, and like another $300 in resort credit to use for food and stuff.
I bet you Mariah knows exactly where that is, and she's probably thinking to herself right now, Tony,
degenerate.
They send that shit to everyone, and you were a degenerate at some point.
They do send it to everyone, but I feel like I'm special. I bought couches at that bitch. I bought couches at that fucking place. Got couches with my name on it. All right.
Oh shit.
So let's get back on track here. Nick, who did you like? Shit.
I actually like the Niners to win.
Nick's like the Niners. John, we don't even have to ask. Give a little analysis here.
I don't think that the Cowboys are ready for the 49ers run game. I don't think they're ready for the way that we run the ball. I think they probably see Jimmy coming from 100 yards away. Diggs is probably licking his lips. I just can't figure out who's going to cover Debo. Anybody want to take a crack at it?
Diggs.
Why? Why would you take your best cover man and put him on Debo? You're going to leave Kittle. You're going to leave Brandon Ayuk. Juwan Jennings has proven to be quite a weapon here. I think the Cowboys are going to struggle with it. I think they're going to make adjustments. I don't even think they know who the fuck's going to cover Debo.
Well, I'd be more
That
worried.
means he spent a lot.
I think flipping the ball on the other side. They have weapons everywhere. They got weapons everywhere. And I'm not even talking about Zeke. Forget Zeke. I'm talking about
Zeke.
CeeDee Lamb, Cooper, who's Cedric Wilson that just went nuts last week. I think Dak has a huge game. Dak's going to tear that secondary up. But I think, and I hope, damn, Terran, he already has the whole trip planned.
I'm down for that itinerary.
That's a good
one to turn down. That's a good itinerary. Is Mariah coming to that one?
That's a good itinerary, and we should. I always wanted to be in Vegas for March Madness too. I think that would be so sick. Having all those games on.
We're gonna go home. We're not gonna go home. We're gonna be living on the street. We're not gonna go home. We're not gonna make it home. We're not gonna have $1 to our name.
Last time I was in Vegas, there was a homeless guy on the street, and he had a sign. He had a bucket full of money in front of him, and he had a sign, and his sign said, "Professional titty squeezer." It said, like, for $10, I'll professionally squeeze your titty. And girls were actually dropping $10 bills, $20 bills in this guy's bucket. And he was like a real big fat dude, like couldn't even get off the ground.
God.
Girls would drop money in his bucket, and he'd like squeeze their titty. It's the most genius homeless dude ever.
Can we let's see. I will drop 20. I will drop 20 in the can if you find it, Nick, and I want him to massage yours.
Oh yeah, he would too.
Let him rub your ass. I just want to see you get fondled by a homeless man that's making a fuck ton of money doing it. That's a sacrifice. That's a sacrifice.
You don't know. First of all, you don't know if he was homeless. He might have just found a genius business. He might have just found a genius business proposition.
Look at there. Sounds about right.
All right, so I'm gonna go with the 49ers just because at this point I'm invested. I'm fucking invested in this team. I don't know how this happened throughout the year, but I'm slowly like about to buy a jersey. Like it's fucking out of control right now. Like this is getting nuts.
You know what we're due for? We're due for a giveaway. And since the Niners just made the playoffs, I think I'm gonna buy some merch. Since 90% of the chat, 98%, 99% of the chat is Niner fans. We got to do a horse race giveaway.
Yeah,
we have to.
We should be.
I love the horse race.
We should be doing more giveaways of our merch. We're terrible. We're terrible marketers.
You don't even give me money for fucking StreamYard. What are you complaining about?
Yeah,
Hillbilly?
I bought your food, and you said I didn't know you for StreamYard.
No, Nick, you are a fucking hillbilly.
Sit the fuck down.
The banjos are always a hit.
The
I
dueling
love the
banjos are the
banjos.
one thing that I feel like YouTube loves. They're like, you know what? All the other copyrights, we're gonna look past that. The dueling banjos is the Locker Room Rant's
Dan
only
would wear the hoodie.
survival.
Dan said he'd wear the hoodie.
Listen,
I
don't know why not. They're sick hoodies.
We're
Comfortable.
gonna get hoodies. We're gonna mail
Sick.
them out there to Mariah, to Taryn, anybody that wants a Locker Room Rant hoodie. We're gonna raffle them off. We're gonna do our little horse race giveaway, and we're gonna start giving away shit.
Where the hell is Izzy? Can we do a wellness check on Izzy, please?
Izzy, I don't know where Izzy is. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Izzy, we're worried about you, fam. I hope you're okay. Ang, of course, bro. Of course, Mike. I will hook you up, bro. You've been a buddy of mine here, man. Oh, Mariah keeps in touch. Mariah says she's
Okay.
good.
She's good. She's just boycotting. She's just boycotting the boys.
She probably couldn't.
Nick
It's
fucking
probably a good
pissed her
thing.
off last episode.
It's probably a good thing because she probably wouldn't have liked what I had to say today.
No.
Oh, she probably did, bro. She was probably in the chat. She probably hadn't said anything yet. She heard you in your nonsense bullshit. There's me. I'm jumping up and down in my fucking living room. I'm throwing passes to nobodies. Jesus.
All right. So we all got the 49ers.
She's keeping us on our toes, Mariah. She's keeping us on our toes.
Yeah.
Nobody is above anybody.
We need some more fucking subscribers. How do we do this? Can we get like a blueprint on how the fuck we get more
Tony
subscribers?
here's the thing you don't understand about Tony. Tony just likes wearing sports memorabilia. He doesn't really give a crap what team it is. I actually stole in North Carolina a Tar Heels sweatshirt off him one time. I used it to cut my grass. It's cool.
I got teams. I got hoodies of every fuck. I got every team. I think I got every team.
I got
Yes, he is. He
I helped
really
him.
is, Mike. He really is.
I helped him move one time, and he gave me a Latrell Sprewell New York Knicks jersey.
That's pretty well sick though. Can you go grab that real quick?
It is sick.
Go grab that. We
Niner
should.
Thank you so much. You know what? I appreciate you. It's hard, because I'm a diehard Niner fan, and I see you in all the chats. I'm pretty sure, I've seen you somewhere on Twitter, and I know that we follow all the same people and we watch all the same shows. But being as though that this is a Niner fan, a Browns fan, and a Bills fan, and you came here and you stuck it out with us tonight, I truly appreciate the sub. Thank you so much.
Nick, bring that back. Bring that back. Can you guys
It's the
stop and
nicest thing
see?
he owns.
Can you see this sick? Is that stitched? It's stitched, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah, otherwise
sick.
the letters would have fallen off. We're talking about Nick here. If that wasn't
What size-
stitched, the letters would have been in the couch cushions.
It
What size is that?
XL.
Damn, we should horse race that off.
I mean, I
Should
never
have
wear
raised
it.
it up.
Man, if we can get enough people that are interested in that Sprewell, we should horse race that.
Sure.
I know Dan would rock that. Dan Rizzo would rock that Sprewell right now.
I think we just like horse racing, the horse racing app. I think we just love it. We'll just give away everything.
Anything. I'm looking around my basement. I'll horse race anything off. Did Dion get his Trevor Lawrence jersey?
Yeah, he got
Yes,
it.
he did. Yes, he did. He got it.
I almost forgot what we were talking about just now.
Man, Rizzo said makes you want to choke someone. That's Sprewell jersey. Too soon, Dan. Too soon. It was like 20 years ago.
Nick, while you were away, Niner Gang subbed to the show.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I thought he's been subbed to the show for a while.
No,
No.
you're thinking of
You're thinking of 49er Chanel.
No, you're thinking of Dion.
Oh.
What's Dion's name on here?
He's Niner Gang Podcast. He's
Yeah.
the number 9. Yeah. Yeah, Dion's.
What's Breezy?
Breezy is Wayne Breezy.
Okay. All right. Well, awesome, Niner Gang. Thanks. We're appreciative. Happy to have you.
You know, I haven't seen any Browns fans join the show, Nick. What are you doing?
No
I'm
Bills
kind of
fans either.
I'm kind of a one-man wolf pack.
Well,
Me
no,
too.
we got Mo. Mo's a Bills fan.
Yeah, we got Mo. Barnhart is a lover of the show.
Yes, you have Adam. Adam is a huge Bills fan. He's been a Bills fan for as long as I've known him. So that's a good question, Mariah. If we lift the cushions of the couch, we might find a few.
Browns fans live in that dirty ass toilet water when you lift the back of your toilet up.
Oh shit!
That's where all the Browns fans are. That weird shit water.
TL's making a statement right now.
In my world, the Browns go to the Super Bowl every day.
All right, let's go. Steelers versus Chiefs. Chiefs minus 12.5. Let's get through this. Your boys got to work early tomorrow. Nick.
Chiefs. 12.5 is an awful lot.
For a playoff game?
I'll say Chiefs cover. Steelers shouldn't be in the playoffs. They're terrible.
John, what do you say?
Oh,
Is that Scott?
12.5 is a lot. That is Scott. And then no, Scott's the fish whisperer. This could be his brother. I'm trying to think right now. 12.5. 12.5. I might have him backwards. I think Scott's the fish whisperer. I feel like Scott's the fish whisperer.
Scott's the fish whisperer.
God damn. 12.5 is a lot. Man. Allison said something tonight that really got in my head. She said if the Steelers beat the Chiefs, then football is fixed, which I can't. That would end my life. I'm going to take the Chiefs. I will take the Chiefs, but not to cover.
Okay.
Then again, I could be wrong. They could go and blow these guys out. They could blow them out, 41-10.
I think the Steelers, I think they might be the worst team to ever make the playoffs.
They probably are.
They're fucking terrible.
Yeah, but why are they terrible? What is Najee Harris is not terrible. Okay.
He's not good. He's not. I mean, he might be good, but their run game in general is not great. I don't necessarily attribute that all to him.
Damn. Chris subbed on both accounts. Everybody get on both accounts. Make new accounts and subscribe to your boys on every account that you have.
Chris, man, I respect it. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. I mean, they're terrible. The Steelers are terrible. I think they're going to get murdered.
But what makes the Steelers so terrible? That's
Their
what I want.
offensive
That's what I
line.
want you to tell me.
Their offensive line
has been but the offensive line has been suspect for a long time. Russell Wilson had a shitty O-line. I know we're comparing apples and oranges here.
Their offensive
Russell Wilson can move. Russell Wilson can at least move.
Lurch cannot move.
Their offense in general sucks. I'm sorry. When your main weapons are Deontay Johnson and Freiermuth, there's a problem.
I mean, Claypool's not bad, but it's just that O-line is just
overrated.
They suck. The O-line is terrible. It's that bad. I remember at the beginning of the year, I was saying when before the season even started, everyone was talking about their O-line, how bad it was last year, and I was saying, well, you know what? If you got a quarterback that gets the ball out quick, I mean, does it really matter how bad your O-line is? Yeah, it fucking does. I answer my own question throughout the year. It does fucking matter. They are terrible. Their offensive line's terrible. The Chiefs are going to murder them. So long, Ben. It's been nice knowing you, buddy.
Dude,
But
you know, Tony, though, but there are other aspects of your football team that can compensate for your weaknesses.
So you
The
look at
defensive line in Pittsburgh is pretty good. The pass rush is
You
TJ
look at
Watt. We can say he's pretty badass. He just beat the record, right?
Tied
he
it.
tied Strahan's record.
You look at their defense, but their defense isn't like it's good. It's okay. It's on the better part of okay, but they're not great.
Michael, thank you. Thank you for subscribing on your other account as well. Damn,
Right.
I need to make. I need to start making other
Thank you,
accounts,
brother.
but yeah, they're not great. They're just like good. They're good defense. It's nothing special. They bring the pressure all the time, just like I've said, and it enables them from having no talent to being pretty good. And that's why you have a guy like Watt getting 22 sacks. I mean, Watt's good in his own right, but he gets the sacks because they bring the pressure all the time.
Okay,
Right.
but I would say that Mahomes has struggled early on in the season with pressure, right?
Yeah, but I think he's going to be able to counteract it. But then again, the Chiefs have been up and down this year. They could very easily drop the ball.
Ben, and this is sad to say, but he looks bad out there. He looks bad out there.
Does look. He looks like he's moving in slow motion.
He does.
But you know what? But you know what? And I'll give respect to him in this way. He's able to utilize every bit of talent he has left and maximize it.
Okay.
Okay,
But it still sucks. Still sucks.
Because
I hope you.
He also runs
He's a Hall of Famer.
He also runs that dink and dunk offense that you hate, John, and he runs it to about as good as you could run it.
You know, I don't hate it. But when you make it the only tool in your toolbox that you go to, I don't like it. The West Coast offense was predicated on dink and dunk. That's how it was established back in the day with Walsh.
Yes.
Yes, it was predicated on dink and dunk. But you
Didn't
gotta
these teams
be able
play
to
each
make
other?
the bigger throws. What's
Didn't
that?
these teams play each other already?
Yes,
I
I
thought
think they did, and I think
I
that's
thought
why
the Chiefs
this was
played
where
everyone in the
saying they
AFC North
I think that's why he said they won by 26 without Kelsey and Hill 2 weeks ago.
against the Steelers.
I don't know. I got to check. I don't know.
I know they must have played. I think Kansas City played everyone in the NFC North or AFC North.
Let me check it out real quick here.
Yeah. 36 to 10. 36 to 10. 36 to 10
Mm-hmm.
without Kelsey and Hill. Fuck y'all. I'm going Chiefs by 50.
I don't think they didn't have Chelsea and Hill though for that.
No, I remember them. Kelsey. I think Hill was out.
Wow.
Kelsey played. Well, I remember playing someone in fantasy 2 weeks ago.
Because
I think
that
Hill
wasn't-
played. Kelsey was out. I think one of them played.
yeah, but that wasn't 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah, it was.
What was it?
No,
It was
that
2
was,
weeks ago.
that was 2 weeks ago. Never mind.
Yeah, Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill played. Kelsey was out.
That's when Pringle went ape shit.
So Nick is saying that the Chiefs were up 30-0 at one point during the game, and we rested Mahomes the last 10 minutes or so. His name is also Nick. This is Scott's brother.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't even know why we're spending this much time on this game. Ben, cheers to you, sir.
Mike Tomlin will not let them get blown out twice like that.
Who said that?
So Taryn is saying, I think Taryn is saying that I
Here's
think
the
he
thing.
believes that Pittsburgh wins this game.
Here's the thing, Taryn. Mike Tomlin might not have a choice in the matter.
Dude,
I'm not
Mike
saying-
Tomlin has not had a losing season.
I'm not saying he's gonna let him. But
Uh,
you ever watch the movie Troy? Hector didn't let Achilles kill him, but it still happened.
Goodbye, motherfucker!
I hate that fucking guy.
Jesus.
YouTube protected though. He's YouTube protected. Can't get any strikes for bullying.
For
and they
bullying
think-
Nick.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, last game on the docket. Cardinals versus Rams. John, you know what I was thinking? We have to calculate our picks. We have to calculate our picks that we did before the season started on who would all make the playoffs.
Mike literally came here for an hour 40 minutes just for this. He loves seeing Nick go to the penalty box. He absolutely loves for it, dude. God loves it.
He got his money's worth tonight. Oh shit. John, what do you think, buddy?
Dude, Rams -4 at SoFi. I feel like the Rams own the Cardinals, bro. I feel like I think they beat them. I think they beat them twice. Taryn, did the Rams beat the Cards twice? Yeah, I think they did because they jumped the Cardinals in the NFC West to win the division. So the night that we beat them, they won the division. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna take. Look, I think we stole their soul Sunday. With that being said, I think that I don't believe in the Cardinals, bro. I think that what's his face? What's his name? The coach. Say his name. KK. Say his name, Nick.
Naga. Not going to be working here. Not going to be working here very much longer. That's for sure.
No. What was his name? Oh shit.
Who are you talking about? The Cardinals?
Yeah, the Cardinals coach, man. He's a joke. Why can't I remember his name right now?
I don't know why you think it's a joke.
Kingsbury.
Kingsbury. Jesus Christ.
Cliff
And
Mike.
the Cardinals
Thank you.
and the Cardinals and Rams split this year.
They did split? Okay. Well, regardless, I think that the Rams beat the Cardinals.
I'll tell you what, John. You might have been on to something when you said you snatched their souls from them. That was like that was probably a mind fuck that you guys gave them this past weekend. I mean, being up 17-0 and watching Higbee when Higbee scored those touchdowns and doing that stupid shit with like his back and like getting the monkey off his back and they're gonna beat the 49ers finally, and then to have your boys come back and snatch that game from them. You know what? Give me the Cardinals. I don't think they rebound back off that. Give me the Cardinals. I don't think Stafford's ever won a playoff game, has he? I think he's only played in one. Give me the Cardinals and Kyler Murray. D Hop's not going to be back for the remainder of the year, is he?
It's Debo and Aaron Donald.
That's good stuff.
Oh, I love it, dude.
I think they got mind fucked. I'm going with the Cardinals over the Rams. Big game out of Kyler Murray. James Conner? Hello? What? James Conner going nuts? Give me the Cardinals. Nick, who you got?
Yeah, D Hop is on the injured reserve, so D Hop's not coming back. I'm gonna go Rams. I'm gonna go Rams to cover. Yeah, I'm not a big believer in the Cardinals right now. Fully healthy. Plus, I don't think I just have this like stigma on the Cardinals that I don't think they get better. I think they get worse as the year goes on. And to be completely honest, I think the Rams are a much better team than the Cardinals. I think that Stafford will win this playoff game. I don't think that the Rams are necessarily unbeatable. So I'm going to take the Rams, but that's kind of like a sketchy thing I'm doing. I'm not like 100% convinced about it. What the hell just happened?
You made me so dizzy, bro. I fell out of my chair. Terrible.
Was that like on purpose? Like, I need to know something real quick. Did you just fall on purpose, or was that like a total accident?
No. I was spinning, but Gemma was really close to the foot, so I kind of bailed out of the chair, so I didn't hurt her with the chair. Gemma's my dog.
Debo stole his bike. That's some good shit, man. That really happened. They got bullied. They got the 49ers. I'm telling you, they snatched something from McVay.
Dude, they do it every time we match them up, bro.
And that fucking McVay. You know what?
Them.
The fucking McVay. Watching how animated and childish he was being when he was running on the field and high-fiving in the end zone like he's the one that scored the fucking touchdown.
Like he should have got a penalty for that. He was in the end zone. How the fuck do you not get a penalty for being in the end zone?
Your boys came back
and
your boys came back and stole their bike and
stole
and
the bike.
I don't think they got the bike back. I'm going with the Cardinals, man. John, who you like?
I'm taking the Rams. I'm sorry. I picked the
Rams.
Rams.
Give me a check.
You know, I'm going to stick with the Rams. I think the Rams have to bounce back from that humiliation. And I think the Rams actually knock the Cards out.
John's going Rams. Nick's going Rams. I'm going Cardinals. And that's the last
Although
game.
Stafford might really just blow it in big games. Like this is the Detroit Stafford coming out.
I think Stafford's vastly overrated. And I told you this, John, before. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is better than Stafford.
Okay. I mean, Nick, it's not even a contest. Stafford's arm strength trumps Jimmy's, right?
And I think Jimmy's will trumps Stafford's.
I actually disagree because I think that Jimmy holds up under pressure. I think Jimmy bounces back from the picks that he throws.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Jimmy actually does better under pressure than Stafford.
All reasons why I think he's better than Stafford.
I didn't say it was better. I just said that he handles pressure better than Stafford.
That's my most
Stafford has sustained injuries a ton that would have put Jimmy in a nursing home.
Okay.
So I think Stafford's tougher, stronger arm, more pocket awareness.
I don't think Stafford
better football IQ.
I don't think Stafford's necessarily tougher. And I don't think he has a better football IQ. I think
he's tougher. I think he reads. I think he makes all those reads.
Garoppolo gutted it out with a broken thumb, with basically a torn ligament in his thumb this week.
Relax. He may have stubbed his thumb, but we wanted to amp it up into something, you know. Like I told you, Shanahan's the king of smoke screens. I think a lot of that had to do with getting the Rams, you know, throwing them off kilter, right? I think that, you know, if you're going to be good at smoke screens, you need to take like a little bit of a stub thumb, turn it into something a little bigger, right? Because if you talk to somebody that knows therapy, like I asked Allison, like if you had a torn UCL and a chip bone in your thumb, are you holding a football like this? You know, are you putting pressure and are you making those throws? She said no.
It depends. It depends what type of tear it is. Is it a complete tear or is it a partial tear?
You guys have any final thoughts?
I have no idea. What are you asking me for? I'm not a goddamn therapist.
Nick, final thoughts?
Vince, what's good, fam? You just got here, bro.
We should be talking a little more about basketball here in a bit. My boy Bull got traded. We're about to see the Bull show. The Detroit Pistons. Kind of excited to see how that turns out. I wish he was playing tonight, actually.
Bull. Good for you, buddy.
Did anybody see the Cavs game versus the Warriors?
Yeah.
The Cavs lost, but we didn't get beat to death. We hung in there. We played well. And I think Cavs fans should be excited for the future, man. I think we have a team. I think we have a damn good squad. And I don't think we were ready for the Warriors. We weren't going to beat them, and I knew we weren't. But I thought, you know what? If we can lose by a dozen, 15, I'm good.
It'll all get ruined. It'll all get ruined when LeBron comes back. And you have to trade 6 of your young stars to get him, and it'll be a mess. I'll tell you what, though. How about a shout out?
Warriors, gonna to play.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Warriors. Klay Thompson back finally. And I'll tell you what, I don't care what people say. Klay Thompson is the shit. Klay Thompson.
There you go, TL. There you
is
go,
the
fam.
shit. John, you didn't like this, huh?
What?
Warriors, gonna to play.
I couldn't even understand what was coming out of the speaker at first. I'm like, listen to my earbud. I'm like, what is that? Sounds like somebody on the street begging for money. Like, the end is near. I'm freaking out. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Warriors,
yes.
gonna to play.
Welcome back, Klay. I love Klay. I'll tell you what. Dynamite dropping. We got a Steve Hudson in the house. Steve Hudson is in the house. I forgot he was a Raiders fan.
So we're actually going to get in touch with Steve here shortly. He might actually come on the show next week.
Hell yeah!
He's got a little gig going with cryptocurrency, and might get a little insight about that. And Steve's also a pretty big sports fan himself. He used to dabble in some sports betting back in the day. So,
geez, Nick, why don't you get him out his social security number while you're at it? Jeez, calm down, buddy.
Well, fuck the last 4. Give him the whole thing. Give up his address.
We'll have him on next week and talk about a little project he's working on.
Man, Steve knows sports. That's for damn sure. Rizzo said, Steve-O, what's up, dude? Everyone's happy to see Steve. Steve's a good dude, man. Knows his sports. That's for sure. Welcome back, Klay.
Is a victory. My prediction is that we go to Dallas because the 49ers travel like a legion. They are going to take over the stadium. It's going to be a sea of red, bro. Because the way I hear it, Dallas is wearing their all white, and the San Francisco 49ers are going to come in there. The fans are going to come in there, and they're going to cover that stadium in red. The Niners are going to make this a hell of a game, Vince. So I expect a ton of runs, and I expect Debo to go crazy. My question to you is, Vince, who do Dallas use to cover Debo? Are you going to use your best cover man in Diggs? Or are you going to – how are you going to do it, bro? Give me an idea. How do you think Lawrence is going to fare up against Trent Williams and Micah Parsons? How do you see him matching up? Let me know in the comments.
Man, you're really asking a lot from Vince right now.
Vince loves the Niners as much as I do.
Maybe Vince just wanted to come here to hang out, John. You're giving him fucking homework assignments. Chill out, dude. Vince is like, damn. I was just coming here to chill, and this motherfucker's giving me work to do. The only thing.
Channel, bro. Thank you, man. We appreciate you.
The only thing I know about the 49ers, I don't know much, but I do know one thing.
Johnny, real quick. You got to do it.
that, Nick?
We forgot to do it. We can't. This might be our last week we're able to do it.
Oh,
Big Ben
okay. Yeah.
going down.
Big Ben going down. We almost forgot.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know what it is.
John hates that more than anything in the world. Makes no sense. John, if you just didn't hate it so much, we would have stopped in week 2. The fact that you hate it so much, it continues through 18 weeks, and now we're in the playoffs. It's 19 weeks, John. Don't show your ass. Don't show your ass that you hate these things, because you're going to see them a lot more frequently. Kind of like the wrecking ball.
It's worse when Nick does the duck lips. When Nick does the duck lips and he goes like this, it freaks me out. And then I watch our viewers. I just watch the chat empty out.
Let me see the duck lips.
Black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is.
I can't push this button enough. I can't. So really, you think they take their best cover man to cover Debo, and they leave Kittle, they leave Ayuk? You think Micah Parsons covers Kittle?
Damn, John, this guy did all this homework. He comes here to relax. You give him all this work. He does the work, and then you question his work. Just let's say, Vince, you win. Vince, you win. Whatever you say goes. Jesus.
Nice, Vince. Nice. They are the number 1 defense. They are the number 1 passing offense in the league right now. So it's going to be a test to our secondary. I wouldn't say a blowout, but look, the Niners handle the Cowboys and have for many years, many years.
Man, everyone, doesn't that scare you a little bit when everyone's on the Niners, though? Doesn't that scare you? I hate that. I'd rather be the underdog.
They're going to beat us too.
Who said that? They won like 6 straight against them.
No. When the media goes and they make their picks, it was just Rams. And some networks had Rams, Niners, Rams. It was crazy. I don't know, dude. I mean, San Francisco and Cowboys go back, bro. We are almost 40 years old. Some of these cats are not almost 40 years old, okay? They don't remember the 49ers and the Cowboys in the 90s, you know? This was a rivalry way before Seattle Niners, Niners and the Rams. The Cowboys and the Niners that was some crazy shit. And that's what our parents remember.
So on this Bob Saget tribute show, you remember where Full House was filmed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, San Francisco. And Saget would walk in the door, and there's a picture with him wearing a gold Niners coat.
I think 49ers win for Bob Saget. Let's go, Niners. I think we're out of stuff. To talk about, guys. It's past my bedtime. I don't know how the fuck it happens, but we always go to 2 hours. No matter what we say we're going to go to, that Niners jacket's sick. And I almost bought that from
Do it for the Niners. This is it.
They sell that jacket on the Homage website. And
Yes.
I went to go buy it. Yeah, I went to go buy it, and it was sold out, and I'm waiting for them to get stocked back up. I want one of those Niners jackets. Those are sweet. Oh yeah,
there he is with weirdo Uncle Joey.
Uncle Joey was so weird, man.
This is the tribute show right there, man. Just some Bob Saget, and rest in peace,
Uncle Joey. Remember that stupid little woodchuck he would do on the show?
That thing.
You're freaking.
Goodbye, motherfucker!
All right. Mariah, thanks for sticking with us through this whole time. Havoc's
Brian,
finally
thank
back,
you.
got a new phone. Havoc, we're about to leave. But you know what? You're on a bye week, Havoc, so nothing really means anything here. Your Titans are on a bye, so you get to lay back and chill for the whole weekend, buddy, and watch these other teams beat the shit out of each other while you
Yeah,
guys
Havoc,
sit back.
thank Jimmy G for that.
While you guys sit back and get Derrick Henry healthy. And hopefully he'll be able to get on the field and go
That's scary.
in that
That's
next round.
scary.
That's real scary. Real scary, especially in
That's
this
scary.
weather. When the weather starts
Thank you,
to change.
Jimmy G. Thank you, Jimmy G. Havoc. Thanks, Jimmy. Thank you for the home field advantage. Bye. Home field advantage and a first round bye.
All right, people. As always, thank you for coming out. If you haven't yet, hit subscribe down below. Hit the bell for notifications to know when your boys are going live. Until next week, go Niners, go Bills. Browns, you guys can start working on your offseason shit because you're out the fucking playoffs. And we'll see you guys next week on the Locker Room Rant. Peace.